Welcome to another episode on our channel. So this is a giveaway gift process, and we've been trying to send out announcements periodically and more recently so that you could double check to see if your name was on the list for the giveaway gift drawing. And hopefully we caught everyone, and trust that if you didn't see your name on the list, you would have let us know. So I think we're in a good spot. Just a couple of things in terms of gifts, the giveaway gifts. As you know, we have 3 prepackaged items, 2 Hot Toys figures and 1 TB League figure. The Hot Toys figures, one is MMS 563 Captain America Endgame, the 2012 version. The other is 604 MMS 604 Spider-Man No Way Home, the black gold version, and the other one is TB League Medusa, the silver version. So those are the 3 complete packages. Then there are some customs on the table that I showed you recently. They're customs in the sense that they're not coming with a box or anything like that, and maybe some things have been changed on them, little tiny things here and there. So one of them is the Daredevil from the Netflix series that ran from 2015 to 2018, portrayed by Charlie Cox, the Daredevil in black outfit. And then Charlie Cox portraying Matt Murdock in civilian clothing. So we're going to do those separately, not as a package as I thought previously, because some of you may actually have the Daredevil figure and say you want the Charlie Cox figure. Some of you may not be interested in the Charlie Cox figure, but you may be interested in the Daredevil figure. So we're going to do those separately. There's what I call Ewaka, which is a smaller version of an Ewok that would have been offered by Hot Toys. I customized that and did some painting so it would look more like one of the Ewoks that was being sold by Hot Toys, but it's a smaller Ewok. I think it's rather cute. And if you wanted a baby Ewok, there you go. You can have one. And then there's Ben Affleck, that is the civilian version of Justice League, in a parka and so forth. It's a gray head sculpt that came from SL Customs. SL Custom, singular, not plural. It's the only one I have from SL Custom. It was so nice looking. I ended up getting 2, and at the time I got it from Toys Wonderland, which was selling things exceptionally economically, even for the times. I think I got each one of them for about $50, $60, complete Ben Affleck with civilian attire and just a wonderful head sculpt. And so I still have another head sculpt and some of the clothing for that character. So this one is on the table. It's custom. It doesn't have everything it came with. So and some changes. I think I'll put the ungloved hands, a set of ungloved hands on it, and change the shoes to boots, and so you can have that figure. And it will be technically customized because it'll be slightly different from the original. So Daredevil, the actual black uniform Daredevil, Matt Murdock, portrayed by Charlie Cox in civilian attire, Ewaka, which is a miniature Ewok, and Ben Affleck. A lot of it is from SL Customs, but some changes here and there, but from the Justice League civilian version. And now I'm going to offer another one on the table will be the Wolverine, as you see him here. And if you choose one of the custom figures, I'll include a stand. I'll include this one, but it says 300 on it. I will make sure it's painted and sealed, and you'll get this stand no matter which figure, 1/6 scale figure you pick, other than Ewaka. I mean, that figure will not fit on the stand, so it's too small. So anyway, just so you know, this is another one on the table for you to choose. It's really I love the jeans on it. The boots are cool looking. This jacket, even though it's pleather-like, it's very, very pliable, very soft. I don't think it will. It may take a while, but maybe it'll deteriorate over time, but it just feels a little different than the typical pleather out there. So I don't know if it will deteriorate over time. It does have the claws sticking out, head sculpt of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So this is another thing on the table. All right. And somebody asked about my haircut, why is it so short? I was actually in a chapel service for Veterans Day and was asked to wear my old uniform, which I hadn't worn for 30 years, and realized my hair was not long enough to put up in a bun, and it was not short enough to be regulation. So I did get my hair cut to be in keeping with regulations in terms of wearing a uniform. Even though I am not active duty anymore, you, at various celebrations, parades, that sort of thing, you can wear your old uniform or a uniform that represents the time frame that you were in. But you do have to be regulation. You can't be wearing, if you're a guy, you can't have long hair just hanging down type of thing. You got to be regulation. So I couldn't grow my hair faster to put it up in a bun, and the only other option, if I was going to wear the uniform, was to cut my hair short. But it'll grow out, so it's just a matter of time. So anyway, we're going to do the drawing now, and hopefully you got with us if you saw your name was missing. All right, so I'm just going to get Wolverine out of the way. So I'm going to, from Google, just type random.com on here. It's already in my search history, so I'm just going to hit return. And here we are. I should be logged in. Yeah, it looks like I'm logged in. So this, I know I'm in the right place when it has this old time font, random.org. It's not random.com, it's random.org. And this is a system I use because this is not pseudo random, like even sophisticated stat programs. They run via formula in terms of creating a random set of numbers, and that is not pure randomness. So anything that uses something that's completely chaotic, completely unpredictable, like atmospheric noise, radioactive decay, thermal noise, that's going to be not pseudo-random, but pure randomness. And this program uses atmospheric noise. So this is the system I'm going to use for this drawing. So I'm going to go down here and do the multi-round giveaway. And I'm going to do a new giveaway. And since I've done this several times, I just have to choose from my choices here, underground action figures. And, they say roll die, and you have a choice of rolling 2 die with 6 sides or 3 die with 6 sides. And I will always choose 2 die with 6 sides. I don't know why they do this other than for maybe psychological comfort, because it doesn't make it any more random when you throw die, because it's run by atmospheric noise. So one run is going to give you a randomized drawing. But psychologically, I think this probably helps people feel like it's more random. So I'm going to roll 2 die, and it says I'm going to have to roll the die or do shuffles for 6 times. I'm going to say, okay. It's going to be fine for me. I'm going to paste in the people who have signed up for this giveaway process, and then I'm going to read who's on the list. So I have Ecto Eric, Gal or Gale, I don't know how to pronounce it, 40K. You're not that guy, 69. Aftoy T, AFTOYT, Ernie's Attic YouTube, Samurai_Global, Diego W24, sorry, Cody-Q7P, Hedgehog Ninja 789, Dat Foxboy, Ryan Dean 7923, Ramiro Alvarez 9729, Guliam Barnaby 998, Alan FN 2187, Adam Fellbell 2077M, Groove Dude 925, and Mags-QR5CP. And so there are 18 entries. I'm going to begin the giveaway. Oh, I always do this. I forget this step is here. For a second time, I'm going to begin the giveaway. I have to confirm it. Okay. So from this point, at this point, names are going to be covered. The top 5 are going to be covered because, I don't know, if it was me, I wouldn't want to see my name at the top and not at the top on the 6th throw of the die or the 6th reshuffling, because then I'll say, oh, gee, I just missed it. I won, but I didn't win because I wasn't at the top of the list on the 6th throw of the dice. So these first 5 names are covered, and we're going to keep it that way until the last and final round hits. So the person at the top of the list is the winner. So next round, you can see some lower names, but not the top 5 people. Next round, we're going to keep going. Next round. Okay, now this is going to be our final round. No drum roll, but maybe a drum roll in your head, and we're going to see who wins. Alan FN 2187. Congratulations to you. Again, sometimes I know some people a lot more thoroughly than I know other folks. And I know you've probably been back and forth in terms of commenting on the channel, but now's a good time to get to know you even better. So Alan FN 2187, congratulations. And you have a week to get back with us to claim one of the prizes, and whatever you decide to pick is up to you. We can only send to the United States and Canada, and once we send something to Canada, we have to close off Canada. We've already closed off Mexico because we had a person from Mexico win the last drawing. So if somebody from Canada picks it, if you're from Canada, you're our last Canadian, one and only Canadian winner until postage comes down. So fingers crossed, economy will settle down, postage will come down, and we can kind of open things back up to other countries. But in the meantime, Alan FN, if you're from Canada or United States, you're good. And then if you're from Canada, we close off Canada, and it's only United States because postage is getting definitely crazy right now from our perspective. So congratulations. You have a week to get with us. And
code.
Oh, right. Here is the code. If you do want to check the validity of this process. So this is remembering that I was formerly military, Army, medical service corps, so I was a clinical psychologist. We never learned our military alphabet, so I may check with my husband to make sure I got it right. But I think some of these I do know. K is kilo. Double checking. U for uniform, V for Victor, J for, you can say it.
Juliet.
Juliet? Is it?
No, I'm pretending. Yes, it's Juliet.
I was going to say Jackrabbit. I knew that was wrong, but I was just going to say it. Anyway, okay, so K for kilo, U for uniform, V for Victor, J for Juliet, X for X-ray, and Z for Zulu. Zulu, right? He gave me a thumbs up on that one. Didn't hear me at first. Okay, so I think I hit the camera too. So anyway, so it's KUVJXZ. So if you go to random.org and you type that code in, it will show you what we just did. Unfortunately, the names won't be hidden. So if you see yourself at the top, you might be a little discouraged in a previous throw of the die, but this is the best way, I think, to do a random drawing since it runs on atmospheric noise. So again, the winner is Alan, FN2187. You have a week to get with us, Alan, and then we have to make arrangements to get it to you. So the most recent giveaway process, the person took the back pot, and that went to a border town in Texas and cost us a small fortune to send it there. That's why we're anxious to get a Canadian winner out of the way, and then we can just focus on the United States, even though sometimes sending it someplace in the United States, if the volume is really unique, is going to cost us a fortune. We decided that this is just our way of giving back to the Winston-Salem community, and by doggone it, we're going to do it for as long as we can do it. So congratulations to Alan, and I hope you've liked what you've seen, everybody. Of course, the non-winners are not going to be too happy, but Alan is. And just know that we're going to keep doing it until, well, as long as we can do it. So we'll have another drawing. I think we should probably have it after the Christmas holidays. So that will still keep us on the same schedule of doing it once a month. I would be tempted to try to do it before Christmas, but it's probably not going to get to you in time anyway. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.